Aloha Kako guys, and welcome to Just&True. I just wanted to make a really quick video, um, kind of just updating what's going on with this coronavirus out of Wuhan in China. Um, Regardless of how you feel about the situation, regardless where you stand on how you feel of where it originated from, regardless of how you feel about whether or not the information that we've been getting is correct from China, whether you believe that this is a man-made virus that was created for whatever reason and released intentionally or not, or even if you believe this is all a hoax, and you don't even think that there's anything out there. I think that there's some things that we all need to know, and need to just keep in the back of our minds when something like this happens. Now, I believe that when things like this happens, there's a major silver lining. What it does is it brings back up issues that we always need to be careful of. I mean, regardless of how you feel about this virus, whether you think it's the worst thing to ever happen to man, or whether you think it's completely fake, we need to be prepared for an epidemic. Because regardless of your feelings on the situation, epidemics happen. They are historical, they are fact, they do happen. Whether or not this is an epidemic, I'm going to leave out of this video. The only thing I'm going to tell you in this video is just to reiterate the importance on preparation. Survival relies on preparation, whether you're prepared or not for certain events. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know everything about this virus. That's far from the truth. I have my own beliefs on the virus. I have my own data on the virus, but there's so much beliefs and data out there. I'll let you decide on those yourself. The only thing that I'm here to tell you is regardless if this is fake or real, we need to prepare. Even if this wasn't a part of the news, even if this wasn't happening, I'd still tell you to prepare for an outbreak. A pandemic and an epidemic outbreak, there are huge worries, and some of the most realistic worries to mankind right now with the amount of travel and trade and communications going around. There's lots of ways for viruses to transfer. Stay vigilant. Stay out of large crowds when you feel it's necessary. Always have at least a few months of food and water at home. Whoever is telling you that masks don't work, or masks are just obsolete, don't listen to them, and check. Take everything else they say after that with a grain of salt. If you have something covering your mouth and nose, now I understand it can get in through your eyes, I understand it can get you a middle ear infection and go straight to your brain, I understand these things, but a virus is a thing, and it has a certain weight, and it has a certain length, and what these masks do is they lessen the viral load. So if you have a mask on, it lessens the chances of you have actually inhaling it, whether through your nose or your mouth. Now, that doesn't have to be taught, but for some reason, there's a lot of videos out there saying that masks don't work against this thing, and that is just not true. Masks always help with everything that you're breathing in. Now, there's different levels of mask. There's NIOSH levels. There's, P95s, N95s, N99s. You can even get higher. And what I recommend for you guys to get is at least a P95 or N95. Now, the differences are oil-based, chemical-based. So P95s are actually used for chemicals, oils, paints, stuff like that. So I recommend the P95s just because they're used to smaller microbes. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to stop everything. It doesn't mean that your eyes can't contract the virus. You absolutely can contract it through your eyes. All it means is wear goggles. Now, a simple remedy for that is swimming goggles. If you can't go out and go to your hardware store, closest hardware store, and just buy some goggles, you can also get swimming goggles. And those will stop any viral payload into your eyes. Your ears is something else. Viruses can get into your ears. It's less likely to happen because where it's positioned and there's no air going in and out of it, but it can happen. If you want to, go ahead and get some earbuds. You can just plug in your earbuds, listen to music, and have your music keep some viruses out. But do get a masks. Masks will definitely help you. They'll lessen the payload, the viral payload. They'll help you in every situation. And if you're a prepper already, you should have some masks, disposable mask on the side. You can spend 15 bucks, $19, and this is what I suggest, on a painter's mask, you know, a P95 painter's mask, and just get some replacement filters for those. For friends and family, I suggest buying boxes of disposable ones just for you to have. Now, if you do have a large gas mask or if you have some sort of respirator, you need to know the policies and procedures set in place and set them in place yourself, or taking them on or putting them on and taking them off, because putting them on and taking them off incorrectly could expose yourself to the virus. So with every type of equipment or any piece of medical device that you have, or a preparation device you have, you're going to need to school yourself on how to use it. A lot of people buy really fancy equipment and they don't know how to use it. So just, educate yourself on how to don chemical wear, hazmat wear, gas mask, ventilators, whatever you need, or whatever you're purchasing rather. I do definitely suggest you go out there and get some masks. You need to get masks. You need to get Purell. Purell does kill the coronavirus. I mean, Purell will stop germs, diseases, viruses from spreading. Simple things like bleach. Just get a gallon of bleach, dilute it. You can use that to clean your water. You can use it to clean surfaces. Before you get in and out of your house, make sure you can find some. A lot of people have a mud room on the mainland. Over here in Hawaii, we don't, but you can use lanai, your patio. You can use some room as a decontamination room before you enter the premises if it gets to a point where we need to worry about that. Never enter your home or your abode or your bug out or bug in location with your equipment that you're using to separate yourself, your body, from the virus. Always decom. Always get some sort of either, whether it's an alcohol spray or bacteria spray or even just bleach mixed with water spray. Spray yourself down. Use gloves to take off your equipment. Take off the gloves. Discard those gloves. Spray down your equipment without touching it. Then enter your premises. If you have rubber boots, take those rubber boots on and off before you get into the house. Remember, the soles of your shoe carry germs, viruses, and payloads as well. So you got to think 360 is what I always say. Think of every degree you can think of. But definitely make sure that whether or not, again, you think this is a fake virus or not, treat it as a real threat. Just like you would if you're a police officer and someone calls you and said that there's a threat. You never treat it like it's a fake threat. You always treat things like it's a real threat. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. We've heard that 1,000 times, and that's what you should be doing right now. If someone comes up and they said that there's an epidemic happening, whether that's a shaky source, whether you think it's unfathomable, if you think it's unlikely, still prepare for the worst case scenario. So do have alcohol, have bleach, have masks, have goggles. Get out there and get whatever you think is best for your immune system. Have selenium. Selenium is huge for your immune system. Vitamin C, vitamin D. Get as much as you can. Cinnamon, pepper, anything that helps with your immune system. And get in there and study. If you spend 10, 15, 20 minutes a day on YouTube watching some funny videos, invest another 5-10 minutes on how to don your chemical equipment or how to strengthen up your immune system. If you're spending 5 or 10 minutes throughout the day on video games, just spend those 5 or 10 minutes on how to prepare yourself. Education and information. I'll tell you what right now, and you already know this, but the most powerful equipment you can ever have is the information that you have. I'd rather have information than equipment. There's this old saying in the special forces, the more you know, the less you need. That is very, very true. So just educate yourself on basic influenzas, how to stop them. Educate yourself on personal quarantines in your home. Educate yourself on how to boost your immune system and treat this as a real threat. It doesn't matter if a threat is real. It doesn't matter if a threat is fake. What matters is if you're prepared for the threat. That's it. That's the bottom line. Other than that, mahalo, aloha. Thank you so much for stopping by. Sorry I'm in my office. I'm talking a little quieter. I'm in my get-up suit, this funny monkey suit. Other than that, aloha. Thank you so much for coming in. Mahalo nui loa. And I guess I'll see you guys on the flip side. Have a good day. Bye.